Welcome back, disc golf fans, to the final round back nine coverage of the Music City Open, the second stop of the Disc Golf Pro Tour Silver Series events. I'm Nathan Queen, joined by Chandler Fry.
These guys are lighting up the course. We have Nikko Locastro leading the way at 7 down for the front nine. We have Adam Hammes, who had an unfortunate bogey on hole 9, but still sitting at 6 down. And Chris Dickerson leading the entire tournament, sitting at 6 down as well. And Ezra Aderhold experiencing a slow start, but bringing it back, and he is sitting at 3 under par currently.
Yeah, way more birdies than we've seen the other 2 days on this front. These players absolutely shredding, making sure that they try to work their way for a chance at the win with just a couple holes left. After that incredible front nine that we saw brings us into hole 10, 250-foot par 3 that is averaging over par yet again. A very small island, 15 feet on 3 sides of this basket, and you are out of bounds. Safe play to the right, but then it's elevated, so running that putt, very scary. If you don't make it, there's a drop zone 70 feet away.
Yeah, in this position on the lead card, final round, everyone's pushing. We're going to see 4 attempts at a park job. Right as I say that, Ezra plays a safe play, still gives himself a chance at a birdie, but it is a terrifying putt from there.
Yeah, that's not one that I think he'll run, but I guess we'll find out shortly.
Yeah, I'd assume most players would try to get the birdie on this one right now in these positions, but Ezra might be looking a long haul and just being like, you know what, a par is better than a bogey.
And that looked good the entire flight, but there is a bit of a headwind here today, and it has held that disc up. He did not make it inbounds. He'll have to play from the drop zone.
17 feet from the basket. Half a foot from inbounds.
Chris looked like he adjusted and put a little bit more on that. Oh.
That's
fortunate to not be unfortunate. He catches one of those stakes, which
wow.
He gets inbounds though.
And this has a bit more power on it. I believe he's throwing a zone here. That is so good. A committed shot from Adam. Fantastic work.
Yeah, not happy with that bogey he took. Gonna try to erase that pretty quickly from his score.
This drop zone is so brutal. It's so far from the basket. That has to sit down. That's fine.
Yeah, even though he's only, like you said, he went 3 feet past the basket, but he's a little nervous that he threw that too hard.
Yeah. Ezra laying up for the par.
I got that one right. And look at Chris, just barely getting inbounds. This is still, nope, it doesn't look like he's going to make it much of an option. I was going to say there's more of an option to run this one, but he doesn't want anything to do with it. Has a lead.
He's taking his medicine and surrendering a stroke to Adam, who we just got 2 strokes with on the last hole. So
29% birdie, 29% par, 41% bogey or above on this hole.
Man, that is, I think, a little bit too mean, but you just got to dial up that accuracy, and if you want to attack it, you got to be committed. Yeah, I think I appreciate Ezra's play. Even in the final round, he stuck to his game plan, got the par, moved on. I think that's pretty admirable. And
very difficult to do on a 250-foot hole. Your brain, as a professional player, doesn't want to say lay up when you can absolutely reach the hole.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so Nikko, unfortunately, finding that lone bogey and having to go all the way back to that drop zone. But Adam, good pickup, good bounce back from hole 9. He is right back to where he started, just getting birdies.
Yeah, and a shorter, tough par 4 right after that. 542. If you can get through this gap on the tee and move off to the right, it now becomes a lot easier. It's just the nerviness of that first tee shot. If you stay out in the open just to the right of where the drone's at now, the easiest play is over the top of these branches we're going under right now to spike into the green. There's a more protected straight shot on the right side. If you get far enough, you can get a little putter down through there. But pretty good par 4 as far as 542 feet goes.
Yeah, I love this hole. I think it's fair. You just got to hit your lines. And Adam going with that standstill sidearm again. Yeah, nice and easy hyzer, having it skip towards that opening. He'll have a choice, either right side low gap or I'm assuming he'll choose to go left high. But that's a perfect shot.
It looks like he may have been a little pinched on that tree line to go high left side, but there could be room.
With the way he's playing, that's probably a perfect shot.
Yeah, he's got a great forehand for it also. Yeah. Ezra is going to be a little pinched off, and more than pinched off. He's going to be a bit scrambly right there.
That's a tough spot to find yourself in. He just came out a little flat and never came right. Oh, I like Chris's right-hand play, but whenever he throws it, I feel like he's kind of shanking it. He has found himself in a protected cacti area, so he'll have to take relief behind that, maybe in the bushes.
And this is a casual relief area that he is able to take behind without a stroke. And Nikko, yeah, they're showing you right here the cacti.
Stay off those cacti.
So he's going to mark it just behind where that string is, which is not OB. And go big over the top left side. We've seen Chris go down the right side both times so far with the good tee shot, but now out of position.
Nice high sidearm hyzer. Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah, fantastic shot. That's completely blind. He can't even see the bushes that he went around from where he was at.
He's playing lawn darts out here.
Yeah, and Adam does have a good angle to go up over that left side. Looks a little sawed off.
He might have found the bushes a little bit, but he's still well within the circle and has a chance for that birdie putt. And Nikko in a tough spot. Looking to go flex sidearm down the right side gap.
Yeah, and that was a great pitch out right there. He's going to be in the center of that gap and a pretty easy pitch up. He's even got the opportunity to run that if he wants to.
And Ezra in a similar spot to Nikko.
And gets a cut roll off to the right side, but may have stayed on the edge. Hopefully he'll be able to get a par from there. Yeah, shouldn't be an issue.
You can give this a bit of a run if he chooses. And he chose, but sits by the basket. Should be a pretty easy par. Nikko from a little closer.
Gonna give it that nice Anheuser floaty run. Pulls it off to the right a bit, though. And taking a par is not too bad on this one.
Yep. And Adam and Chris both in birdie position. Chris just a little bit outside of circle one.
Yeah, this would be a great birdie after being out of position off of the tee shot. But floats it just a little bit and stays up top. It does float down to a casual creek back there if he would have kept on going.
Yeah, getting a bit fortunate with that tree kick at the end of that flight.
Taking another stroke now, Adam Hammes.
He's feeling it. He is absolutely feeling it. Bit of a tester putt for Chris, dead center. Yeah, Adam, like I said, when he is on, he is a hard one to stop. And I believe he has his dad on the bag currently for this tournament, so he's definitely feeling that he has to perform for his family. You know, he's got his days when he's like, "Hey, look what I can do, Dad."
Yeah, and a lot of the time it's comforting just to have somebody that you've been around so much to be there.
Yeah.
And as you can see, this hole did average over par, 4.04. Adam with the only birdie on our card today.
Bringing Chris's lead down to one stroke. So Chris is definitely feeling that pressure right now, and that brings us on to hole 12, a pretty straightforward hole. Just navigate through this gap. The drone is flying. Don't go right, don't go left. The basket is located right in the middle of the fairway. It is the second basket that we see right here. Yeah, not much more than that on this one.
Yeah, these next two holes are kind of where you have to get your birdies. If you've been struggling or if you want to continue your hot round, these two holes, 12 and 13, feel absolutely necessary. And that's kind of the first misrelease we've seen from Adam or on this hole for the weekend.
Yeah, showing a bit of frustration there. As Nathan said, this is a hole that you need to get, especially in this position that Adam's in right now.
And this looks great from Ezra. Just a little bit of fade, and it might go in.
Oh, that was a nice shot. That was a really nice shot. I wonder if that was a mid-range. It was pretty slow.
It did slow down like a mid-range.
Yeah, that was a good-looking shot from Ezra. And Chris, seeing Adam hit that tree, is looking to get a stroke back.
And another incredible shot here. Didn't want any part of the ace run. Said, I'm just going to place it inside the bullseye. Get me one of those strokes back, and now he's laughing at him. Just kidding. He's not laughing at him, but
he's just happy he got through the gap right there. That was an impressive shot from Chris. And Nikko, no stranger to flex shots.
In Nikko fashion, throwing the more stable flex rather than the straight shot.
Yeah.
Puts it up inside the circle.
And Adam well away from the basket in the trees.
Yeah, luckily he's got a very nice little touch sidearm. I imagine he'll get this up well inside the circle.
And you are correct. Just solid stuff from Adam so far. Out of position, he's still making the shots that he needs to make.
Nice birdie there from Nikko.
Yep, just chugging along. Still putting together a fantastic round. Ezra to get to 4 down on the round.
Yeah, looks like we're going to see 3 out of 4 birdies here. 35% of the field able to get the birdie. Only 10% with bogey or above. We did actually see one double bogey, probably similar to what we saw from Adam, but just not able to scramble as well.
Yeah. And Chris bouncing back from that par on the last hole with a birdie, getting that 2 strokes back, a nice little cushion going in the last few holes. But Adam's still pushing. Nico's right up there as well. He can still make a move. And we also have Lowry letting in, continuing to light up the back 9 as well as the front 9. He is on pace to make some moves.
Yeah, and hole 13, 270-foot par 3, similar to the last one, except your gap is late instead of early. Throw it straight. If you can get through this part of the gap, that's ideal. Otherwise, sneak through some other ones. You can get some pretty mean kicks on this green. But if you get inside of the circle, you're going to have a fairly open putt.
This is my favorite hole in the course.
Yeah, just a neat visual, fun to play.
Yeah.
The green is just beautiful. The rock steps, natural.
Yep, it's just fun to putt on, fun to look at. Chris going a little low, turns that over a bit. He'll have about a 45-footer, but it is open. It is slightly uphill, but he'll have a putt. Nikko, sponsored by Clash Discs out of Finland. Go check them out.
This looks great.
Yeah.
Absolutely hits the gap exactly where he wanted to. Doesn't have to mess with any of those rock steps. Skips right up. He'll have a pretty easy birdie.
And Adam following the same line as Nikko, putting a little more movement off the ground.
And that's one of the few spots on this green inside the circle that's pretty hairy. Most of it on this one inside the circle. There's a tree or two, but you can have a putt. Over there on the right side, it gets a little thick.
Yeah, and a bit of a misrelease from Chris there. Usually we see him at least connect with some chains on that from that distance. Ezra with a great putt.
Yeah, keeping that hot round going after those first couple of struggles. A great putt through these trees here. Uphill.
Yeah, beautiful catch by the basket. Nice and low. Didn't really give it a chance to spit out. Great looking putt from Ez. And here we have Adam. Looks like he still has a pretty open putt.
Oh, no way.
Dang, looks like he was from a knee.
It's very difficult to get on line like he did like that. From a knee through all this stuff. Catches something and still almost goes in. That's going to be a frustrating one for him. He threw a great tee shot.
And he could have hit any one of those rocks, any one of those trees, and stayed even closer than where Nikko is right now. But it's just unfortunate that he skipped all the way through. And then Nikko rotating that disc. Trying to find that perfect grip.
And gets it. He's going to card a nice birdie here. This was the this was the third easiest hole on the course today, averaging at a 2.5, half a stroke under par. So I think that's the first time our lead card has played the same as the rest of the field. They've been absolutely shredding the rest of this course. So.
And Nikko making some moves, putting some pressure on Adam, moving to within 1 stroke of Adam and 3 strokes of Chris. So he came to play. He's not messing around.
Yeah, a couple more difficult par 4s coming up here right after this commercial break.
The crowd was so spectacular today. Just the energy from you all was just amazing. I love you, Oregon!
Here we are, hole 14, 598-foot par 4. Pretty tough gap to hit off of the tee, and you've got to get your disc moving up to the left. Ideally, about here is your landing zone. And then you've got to throw a high left to right moving shot to try to get your disc to cut inwards rather than push forward around this tree line so you can have a circle 1 look for the birdie.
Yeah, the toughest part about this hole is that approach, because if you throw it too soft, you will find yourself in those trees, and they are not to be trifled with. A lot of thorns, a lot of little branches to catch your disc. And there's also that OB pond back there. If you find yourself wet, you're not getting a par.
Yeah, and if you throw your upshot too far, you were putting back towards that downhill slope, towards that pond. So distance control on the second shot, ideal. Ezra in an ideal spot. He moved very far left there. He'll have to put less angles on his disc to be able to get into the green. That is the spot to be.
Yep. Nikko following suit, getting right of that tree that you want to get past, skipping up there. Not as far as Ezra, but still in a fantastic spot to attack the green. Chris looking to get a full run up on this one. Perfect.
Yeah, it looks like he may have thrown a different disc than he was throwing before. More stable, making sure he gets up there further to the left.
Yeah, I think he was definitely choosing to throw something a lot more overstable because yesterday's round 2, he put it way too far right.
And maybe a bit of a slip there. He pulls it off to the right and is going to be pretty pinched off.
Yeah, and that can't be happening for him right now in the position that he's in. He wants to attack, and that almost takes away that chance for a birdie.
Yeah, if he's able to step out and throw a very difficult Anheuser shot, I believe the righty backhand is going to be the best way he could maybe attack this green. Nikko leaving it short like we were talking about, and going to have a difficult time getting a look for birdie in there.
Yeah, he might have a couple gaps, but they're all going to be like disc-sized and nearly impossible to hit. So, and this has some good height to it. See if it has the correct power. Doing what he did last round, kind of kicking off those trees, but he's found his way through.
Yeah, he's inside the circle and has a pretty easy putt.
Had him in just the worst spot. I mean, it could be worse. He could be in the trees.
Was definitely in a worse spot.
Yeah, he's just pitching out so he can see the basket. He's taking his medicine on this one, which is not something that he can do at this point.
Yeah, trying to push for that lead. He needs every birdie he can get, especially with Chris inside the circle already.
Yeah. Ezra with a bomb of a drive. That's great.
And just a fantastic upshot. Doesn't deal with any of that stuff. Gets it right around to just outside the bullseye.
And Ezra, that putt for Ezra is going to be for 6 down, so really coming to life in the back 9. giving it a run.
Yeah, Adam, great control on that long jump putt with a lot of wrist spin.
That was impressive.
Puts it right close, gave it a chance. You can kind of see Nikko down there. Gets his disc out cleanly. That'll be a good par.
Yeah, that was nice. Yeah, being so close to the basket and not being able to see him is kind of insane. Adam tapping in that par. And this putt is for a 3-stroke lead over Adam. Going in the final 4 holes. There we go. There it is. So 3 strokes with 4 holes to play. You got to think Chris is feeling pretty good at this point. But 15, 16, 17, 18 are not to be messed with. There's some trouble that can be found.
And almost as many birdies on this hole as there was on hole 8. A bit surprising to me.
Yeah.
But
apparently it's pretty easy.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Cool stuff.
So yeah,
couple birdies and a couple pars here.
Yeah, we're moving on to hole 15. One of my favorite par 4s on the course. They move the tee pad back, so it forces the right-hand backhand player to throw over these trees. If you're left-handed or you want to throw a sidearm flex shot, you can go through that gap over there on the left, get out in the open, and try to get through these guardian trees to the green. It's a tough little approach on this one. There's a lot of trouble to be, a lot of trees to hit, a lot of ground play. You could get a roll away into the trees past the basket. So be precise, be accurate, and get that birdie. Ezra definitely going over the top with either a nuke or a force.
Yeah, imagine we'll see all 4 players go with that shot here.
Yeah, and if you want to, go check out the Discraft Factory store. We got some Tour Series discs for all these players. Chris Dickerson has the Buzz, Ezra has the Nuke, and Adam Hammis has the Zone. Check them out, support them. They're making a living on the road, doing something pretty cool.
Yeah, and doing it for you guys as well. Great to see all the growth in the sport and the fan support. These guys appreciate everything you do for them.
And if you've seen that swirly ESP plastic from Discraft, whoo boy, it looks good. Chris barely squeaking over the top there, looking pretty decent.
Yep, both players going to be in a good spot. Distance control on this second shot is kind of the what you need to really control to get the birdie on this hole.
This looks a little low. Connects with the top of one of those trees, and he's going to be in a very bad place.
Yeah, it's pretty thick in there. There's some barbed wire that's kind of in the middle of that, so you get relief off of that, which could help your lie a little bit, depending. But very thick, pretty difficult to get any distance to get out of.
Yeah. Adam going a little low as well, but he finds the gap in the trees, and that's going to be great. He's a little farther than he wants from the basket, but he has an open shot, and the opportunity is still there. Yeah, Nikko, you can see he is just in an absolute jungle. Tries to get out, connects with the last possible tree, and falls down.
Fortunately, it looks like he has an open look from there. Still not an easy lie, but not having to hit a gap now early on. I'd say he's probably 330 feet here.
That looks pretty high, but if he has the right power...
That's incredible.
Yeah, what am I talking about? That's perfect.
No, that was too high.
That was too high? Okay.
Yeah, there's no way you can plan to go through those branches like that. But incredible shot nonetheless. He's up there for a par.
Yeah. And Adam throwing a zone here. That's got to get through that tree.
And at least falls out of it. Adam has a great circle 2 putt, so still a great chance for him to get that birdie.
Yep, which he has to get at this point because that door is quickly closing with only a few holes left.
Better height, good stability on this one.
Yep. Chris doing what he needs to do, give himself birdie putts.
Yeah, inside the circle. And Ezra probably 230 feet. Very close. This is moving a bit fast.
Going for that throw-in maybe. He'll find himself in circle 1, but just barely. Well, he's lucky he didn't skip more into those trees down there.
Yeah, nice to not be in that wood line down there.
Yeah, this is a putt. This is such a crucial moment right now if Adam wants to continue this pressure. Oof.
Oh, and that looked a little out of sorts there.
Yep. Didn't have the commitment that he needed. And Chris just layering on those strokes.
Thank you, sir. I'll take another.
Thank you. Can I have another? Yeah, Nikko for a pretty insane par save. No.
Yeah, after doing all that work to get down there for the par, that one definitely doesn't feel good.
Yeah. Yeah, so Chris going into the final couple holes with a sizable lead on the rest of his card mates.
Yeah, and Ezra now to 7 down on the round, I believe.
Yeah.
Fighting back hard after a couple bogeys early.
Yep. The dude does not give up.
Nikko able to connect for the bogey putt.
Yep, slow walking it up to the basket.
Yeah, thinking about it a little bit on the way to the next tee. Gonna try to reset, get a good tee shot off.
Yeah. But, I mean, even though they just lost another stroke to Chris, they know they have 17 and 18 coming up right now after hole 16. And absolutely anything can happen. We've seen some huge numbers on 17, some big numbers on 18. So, if Chris can hold solid, he's looking pretty good, but he still has a long way to go.
Yeah, hole 16, about 350 foot par 3. You've got this straight gap down the right side that's a little more difficult to hit. I'm not sure we'll see any righty backhands go that way.
Oh.
We do have this left side for the forehand righty flex shot. A little bit higher just underneath the branch you see, or low to the ground at a little faster speed to get a higher flare back to the right.
Yep. There should be a triple mando on the right side on this hole, forcing players to go right. That looks a little bit too right, unfortunately.
That was in between the high line and the low line, and didn't quite get the turn on it that he needed for the high line. Here's that.
Yeah, that looks a
high
little
line,
turned.
but a bit too turned. He was in those bushes yesterday, and probably an overcorrection from that, making sure he wasn't in there.
Yep. Adam looking to correct off of those first two shots he just witnessed.
It looks like he's done so. This looks great.
He gave a little fist pump after that one. You know, why not? Just give him that roll, too. Curl up right by the basket. Great looking shot from Adam with a bit of love at the end.
Yeah, nice bullseye hit there.
Yeah, Nikko's showing us once again his forehand expertise. He's got great angle control, good height.
Yeah, this looks great as well. Maybe he can get that same little roll.
Nope.
A good skip around, though. He's inside the circle, going to have a look for the birdie.
Yeah, so we saw the two mistakes to be made and two perfect shots on this hole, really. And that'll be fine for Ezra. He'll probably get that par. And Chris in the bushes on the left. Pulling out his trusty ESP zone. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, this hole averaging a 2.83, 54% of the field taking a par. Nikko, not one of those players. He is one of the 33% able to card the birdie today.
Great hole from Nikko. Ezra stepping up for his par putt. Yeah, Ezra right now, he's putting together a fantastic round, but the win is out of his control right now, so he's just gunning for that top 5 spot, trying to finish well, maybe get one more birdie. But yeah, 7 down after that front 9. He's doing great. Adam with the tap-in birdie. And only 2 holes left for these guys to do anything. But that only matters if Chris messes up.
Yeah, and 17, absolutely one of those holes that could be messed up. Adam, one of only 6% of the field able to put it in the bullseye on that last hole.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's pretty impressive. Also, Chris Dickerson's 9 down right now.
9 down, going into hole 17, which could quickly move you the opposite direction. 777 feet. OB all along the right side. Might as well be OB on this left side, as you will have to pitch out pretty much if you are in this tree line. Once you get out into the open, you're still going to have a very long second shot that finishes off to the left with OB on the right where these tree lines are at. If you go a little bit long, there's OB left as well, and if you go into that wood line just like earlier in the hole, very difficult to get out of.
Yeah. Tough hole. One of the hardest finishing holes I can think of on tour. And even with a 4-stroke lead that Chris has right now, you got to be thinking there's still some nerves.
This is going to be close.
And perfect.
Yeah.
That was tight, though. That was real tight to that tree. Yeah, you can see Ezra and Adam kind of laughing about it. There's some good team camaraderie right there. That's fun to see.
Yeah, it looks like Nikko is going to go with that wide hyzer, carrying the OB the majority of the shot. This looks to be executed well. He should sit right there in the middle.
Nothing wrong with that. Kind of a safe play. I think a lot of the times players try to get past that tree a little farther if you go in right-hand, backhand, hyzer, which I'm sure we'll see Ezra attempt at this moment.
And yeah, this could end up a couple ways.
Nice little tree kick to keep him in the fairway. I feel
Yeah.
like if he didn't contact that branch up there, he would have been in that left natural OB, I'll call it. It is brutal over there. Take a deep breath.
Yeah, important tee shot here for Chris.
This might be the tournament right here. If you can get this in bounds, that looks...
He's looking to go around this second tree.
It is launched.
Oh, my goodness.
Nerves of steel.
Oh, my goodness. He's going for the birdie.
He's already 9 down with a 4-stroke lead going in the last couple holes, and he puts the perfect tee shot out there right in the middle of the fairway with honestly probably one of the easier upshots you're going to see on this hole.
Yeah, not many players using that hyzer out wide over the OB to go around that second tree, and he made that look super easy.
That's wild. Nikko choosing to go over everything but contacts one of those trees and falls close to the creek. He'll have a tough upshot from there.
Yeah, it looks like he made it far enough. It shouldn't be too difficult, but still has a little bit of teeth there.
Yep.
Ezra looking like he's going to go up as well.
I like it. I think it needs a bit more power. That's a fantastic spot. Just outside circle 1, about 40 feet. He'll have a putt for birdie.
Yeah, I think going up makes it easier to control the distance on this shot with the OB being long and right. It's easy to push it long just because you want to get the power on it to not go in this left side.
Yeah.
Kind of lucky to stay up right there.
He just didn't hit his line right there. A little left. And I'm not sure if he's checking scores, but right now he is tied with Lowry letting in for second place.
And Chris has a mid-range in his hand.
That's so good. And did he get circle 1? Yup.
Looks like he did. Caught the last tree, but he'll be in circle 1 for the birdie look on the hardest hole on the course, averaging a 4.74 today.
Guy is just pedal to the metal right now. And it's worthy noting that this is the second Silver Series stop on tour this year, and he is gunning for his second straight Silver Series win. So trying to bat a perfect or 1,000 for...
Yeah. And looking to deuce and looking pretty well at getting it done.
Yeah.
Only one hole left. He's got a birdie look to go at least 5 strokes up.
I love watching Chris Dickerson play. This guy is a next-level athlete in our sport. He understands the game. He's physically fit. He's got all the shots. Ooh, stays in bounds. That was very fortunate. That could have found its way slightly out of bounds, but the little branch kicked it back. And also, with his recent switch to Discraft, a complete bag switch in the offseason, how well he's doing right now, and like it really shows it's the archer, not the arrows. He understands the game.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to have slowed him down a bit. He's got an opportunity for the 3 here, which is going to be 9 strokes better than the highest score that we saw on this hole today.
We saw a 12.
Yes, there was a 12, an 11, a 10, a 9, 2 8s, and 6 7s.
I'm not going to mention any names, but I feel for every single one of those people. That is a brutal way to finish what might have been some of them having decent rounds.
Yeah, 46% of the field bogey or above.
Well, you got next year to attack it. you got to live on that for about a year until Music City Open comes back.
Ezra able to card the par. You know he was looking for that birdie, though.
Yeah. Yep, and Nikko getting that par as well. Yeah, all in great position. Only one birdie coming out of it, showing how difficult that upshot is.
Still playing the card a stroke, playing the hole a stroke better than the rest of the field averaged with the one birdie on the card. Chris Dickerson now 10 down, 9 down, 8 down, 7 down for our lead card. Absolutely incredible round to watch here. We've got one hole left, and what a finishing hole it is. 384-foot par 3. You've got the layup side, which we might just see for the first time today from Chris. He doesn't have to be aggressive. Other players most likely going to go for the big hyzer shot over top of these trees on the right, trying to spike it into this green and have one last birdie look.
Yep, all Chris needs on this hole is a par. Or a bogey, or a double bogey, But knowing him, he'll just lay up to the basket and get that par. He knows where he is exactly.
Yeah, he may still take this tee shot, but then be inside the circle and lay it up.
Yeah. Kind of looks like he's lining up that hyzer play, though.
Has he ever thrown with his sunglasses on before?
He actually put them on right before this tee shot.
I don't think I've ever seen him wear sunglasses.
I think they might be Brittany's sunglasses. That has found his way inbounds, and that completely solidifies his victory here.
And absolutely a layup there.
Yeah.
No reason to ever even run that in this situation.
And on the tee pad, Adam is now tied for second with Lowry, so if he can get a birdie on this hole, that gives him a second-place finish for this tournament. And I'm blinded, but that looks fantastic. That is spiking in towards the basket.
This is going to be inside the circle.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That
Maybe only 15 feet.
Tombstone's right by the bucket.
Yeah, the rain that we got on Tuesday helped him out there. Still soaked enough to tombstone in and not bounce and roll out of bounds.
And Nikko looking to put a nice little flex on this one over the tree and have it finish towards the bucket. Yeah, overall, great play from Nikko this round. He didn't exactly do what he wanted, but he battled. He got through some adversity, and he hits the base again. That's so good.
Yeah, hits the base and stays there. Can't do it any better than that unless you throw it in.
And that is elite distance, 384 feet on pure hyzer. That is big.
So I put a Bushnell to it. It's actually 400, so it's even further than what it says here.
Wow. And Ezra throwing into that beautiful Nashville sunset.
Ooh, and just getting over those trees, gonna...
I like the spotter running. That's pretty fantastic.
Gonna line it right up there with Adams.
And Chris being the farthest at about just outside, just maybe circle's edge. But those were 4 fantastic drives, and Chris doing what he needed to do. And there we see him and his wife, Brittany.
Already lost the shades, too.
Yep. Yeah, he doesn't wear shades a lot. But yeah, we'll likely see just a layup here.
Yeah, off to the left side of it, just a little high. Yep.
There we go.
And that's a cool feeling when you can just lay up your last putt. You don't have any type of stress knowing that you're going to tap in Your second win of the year.
And his 4th Music City Open title. Having not won this tournament in a few years, it's nice to see him back there in the top spot.
Adam making his birdie to maintain or to take solo second.
Congratulations to Adam.
And Ezra, after looking like he might struggle a little bit through the round with a couple bogeys on 2 and 3, fights back very well. Shoots 8 down on the round.
Wow. And here it is, the winning putt. Congratulations to Chris Dickerson, an absolute force this year, showing the world what he can do, what he's capable of.
Presents the 2022 Dynamic Disc Music City Open MPO champion, Chris Dickerson.
Taking his second of 2 Disc Golf Pro Tour Silver Series wins.
I'm guessing we're going to see a few more wins from him this year if he keeps on playing like this. The guy is absolutely elite, and it's fun to watch.
Yeah, always plays well no matter where we're at.
Looking cool in those shades. Yeah. The guy's just good, and he's going to keep winning.
Especially when you shoot clean 10 down rounds to finish out on the final day. Not much you can do better than that besides the 12 down.
Yes, from Lowry Lettinen, shooting that 12 down. Very impressive, but not enough to catch the robot chicken.
Yeah, Dickerson and Adam Hammis with 10 down. Nikko Locastro struggling a bit on the back nine with 2 bogeys at 9 down. Ezra Aderhold finishing strong with that 8 down.
Yeah, solid finish for Ezra getting that 5th place. Adam Hammis taking 2nd. Lowry Lettinen with a 12 down round. Scorcher of a round taking 3rd. Nikko hanging on to the top 4 in 4th place. And then Alden Harris also having a fantastic round. Garrett Gerthy and Jake Mon and Joel Freeman and Kyle Klein all making the top 10. So congratulations to all of those guys.
Yeah, exciting final round here for the Disc Golf Pro Tour Silver Series stop, the Music City Open. Thank you guys for joining us. Make sure you subscribe to the Disc Golf Network and catch all the action next week in Tallahassee.
See you next week in Tallahassee.